Here we go. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. I'm going to say Merry Christmas because I don't
I,
celebrate Hanukkah, but I know Vinny's both, so he has to say Happy
well,
holidays.
I wanted you to at least sit. You could have said, you could have sang Merry Christmas. You could have given me a Mariah
Oh,
Carey Merry Christmas.
all I want for Christmas, I wouldn't do disservice to her.
Well,
Maybe I'll do like a little Feliz Navidad. I don't know. I'm starting to
I
learn
think,
some
listen,
songs on the ukulele. I don't
everybody get
have
ready
the
this episode.
I don't have the tablature in front of me, so I can't play it right now. But if I was looking at the notes, I could give you a little bing 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 bing. But
Yeah, that and more coming up in this episode. Cue music. And we're back, everybody. I want to wish everybody a very happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Christmas, holiday season.
Festivus,
Celebrate
Kwanzaa, New Year's, everything, the whole shebang.
the whole shebang. We are Dad So Hard, and a very, very happy, healthy end of year to everybody. I am Vinny Dunleavy.
Danny McCartney.
And we are Dad So Hard. Friends, partners, workers, we're everything that you want.
Partners in a podcast. Let's clear
Podcast.
that.
We are podcasters.
Not life partners.
And we
Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's
nothing.
Just not us.
It's just not. But thank you for joining. If you're listening, thank you for coming back. If this is your first time, amazing that somebody actually recommended you listening to this, and we hope you enjoy it. We share our lives, some stories.
Maybe you found us on a search, and thank you then Google or Bing or Alta Vista or however you got there.
All that SEO work we were doing is really paying off.
Yeah, I mean, we're going broke here trying to promote.
I would, if you are listening and you literally stumbled upon us, please send us an email or follow.
Yeah, I need to know the people that found us on their own.
That's totally
true belief.
100% extra special. And Danny, if somebody wanted to tell us that they are new to this podcast or they want to sound off about us, how do they do that?
There's a couple of ways, Vinny. I'm going to tell you them right now. You can do it directly via our website, wearedadsohard.com, Instagram or Facebook at Dad So Hard Podcast, Twitter at Dad So Hard Pod, or you can straight up email us, dadsohardpodcast at gmail.com. One of these days, we'll give you out our addresses so you can write us, send us via snail mail, but we're not there yet.
It's just a matter of time. And all this information is in the show notes. So if you're listening and you couldn't get that, you couldn't write it down, just look at the notes of the show. It's there.
Yeah. And if the other thing too, if you can't listen to the podcast and you really want to, just, again, send us a note and actually Vinny probably will transcribe the episode for you so you can read it.
Great. Or this episode, because we are in our holiday gear, I may post this video.
Oh yeah, check it out on YouTube.
I am red.
Nope, you're wearing green.
Like
Jesus, fucking idiot.
It's early on a Friday, and it's been a long.
Not that early.
It's been a long week for I think the world. It's been a long holiday season. Listen, all I know is a couple of weeks before Thanksgiving, we were in a nightmare scenario because I had heard that after Thanksgiving, the shipping companies were not guaranteeing any delivery for Christmas. So we quickly became crazy with purchasing as many Christmas presents and Hanukkah gifts. And the problem was we did it sort of haphazardly that now things just keep coming. I'm not sure what I bought and everything's coming at different times. And then unfortunately for us, we use my wife's name for every delivery box. So like I'm opening gifts. The whole thing is sort of a mess, but it's been a
we do both.
Coming.
We do both. Like actually Amazon all comes to me. So Mary Jane has to give me the heads up like, hey, don't open the Amazon boxes unless you ordered a gift, then we have to like figure it out. Target goes to her, except I just ordered something from Target with my name on it. And I said, something's coming from Target, don't open it. She fucking opens it. And it was for her.
No, of course. Well, the problem is you forget and because the shipping is off.
She still had the name.
Like, what did I buy? And then it becomes a box.
She knew exactly what she was doing because she said to me, I said, you opened the package that I specifically told you not to. And she goes, oh, I know, I'm sorry, I did that by accident. Sorry, I saw what it was. I think you should return it. So she did it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's what my wife actually,
she would like it.
she opened a box and said, "Oh, I accidentally opened a box. I think it's a gift for me. I know what it is, just so you know." But like looked at it, and I'm like, well, she didn't get to see the whole thing, so I'm like, oh, I'm still. But she didn't say she didn't want it back. If she actually told you to return it, that is early aggressive holiday,
I told her no. I said you're getting it.
and you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, you can return it. It's a gift.
It is good. It's gonna be. Oh, that's gonna be brilliant. We did a the one that I bought yesterday. Now we're trying to figure it is. Do you guys do for your house the gingerbread homes as an activity, like build a gingerbread castle?
So we're actually at my sister-in-law's on Sunday. We're having a gingerbread. Oh, now you're gonna tell me to take pictures and post. We're doing a
It
gingerbread.
does. Dan, I'll tell you that. We all know you won't.
I know, but then I feel bad.
First of all, I've actually given Staten Island's COVID rates and what I see going on in that little square foot of an island, I would suggest you don't post because you don't want
And
to.
hey, there will only be 10 of us.
Staten Island is it's just under siege right now from COVID. I mean,
but we're doing like a
Pfizer needs to cross the border from Jersey and dump the vaccine all over the island like the landfill.
Hey, I think the vaccine should be put in Staten Island first. They should just gas the island with the vaccine.
It's like the spray guns, just go around spray.
Yeah. No, like the police blimps and just drop it from there, like in Batman with Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Yeah. It just comes down. I mean, it is interesting to me that of all the New York places, I mean, it's not. I want to say it's interesting, but it's Staten Island. There's no rules. Staten Island. There's no rules. There's a bar.
We're a lawless county.
I can't. So we're doing the gingerbreads. I actually bought a pre-made. So this is the first year I decided to do different styles for the kids, hoping they won't be irate. I did a Haribo gummy bear one, and then I did a Hershey's one. I got an Amazon price. And because ultimately my gut instinct on these things are they make them for an hour, they sit in the house and dry up, and then get.
My kids don't even like. I have to make them, and they just eat the ingredients as I'm making them. It's fucking crazy.
You know,
every year we think it's going to be a different scenario because we do it for Halloween too. We do a haunted house. Every time we think it's going to be different, and that's exactly how it plays out.
Well, I struggle with these activities.
The problem because I get very like, don't touch it, you're going to ruin it. I want this to be perfect. And they're like, all right, well, what am I going to do? I'm just going to put the frosting directly into my fucking nose. But this year we're doing a competition, and I'm going to tell you right now, our family is going to win.
On Sunday you're doing a
family versus family.
That's not even like a kid activity. If it's a competition.
Correct. I'm telling them to kick rocks, go watch TV. I'm building it, and we're doing a Nightmare Before Christmas themed. So it's basically going to be like a gingerbread haunted house.
I mean, so is the theme part of the competition, or are you using the theme?
Everyone does their own theme. That is our theme.
And is everybody using the same kit? Do you present the same like pieces?
The only thing that will be provided are the actual house structures. You bring your frosting, you bring your decorations.
You guys go. I mean, I have.
This is our first year doing it.
But between costumes for Halloween, you guys go all hardcore. I have to give a shout out for anybody.
It's a miracle I get any work done.
No, it's incredible. I do need to give a shout out to your wife because the work.
It's all her.
Also, the budget that you did on your Christmas card, amazing. It's an amazing card. I pride myself on a great card. We always have just done a very simple back and front. For anybody who hasn't seen Danny's card, maybe he'll do an Instagram video about it. He always does a multi-flapped card, which I consider that a rich person's card because I know the costs.
Not a professional photographer. Mary Jane took all the pictures.
That's fine.
We do it, I think, on Shutterfly, so it's actually not crazy expensive.
So Danny, I will tell you this because you probably have no clue what she's spending. If you compare that cost of that open kind of card to a back and forth card, it's like much more expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
She doesn't tell me. She just buys it.
Correct. I guarantee you look at my card, and we did just a nice back and front, we actually did a thicker card stock. Like, say our card is probably the typical card people are doing. I'm going to assume your budget was at least double mine for 150 cards. Or whatever. I'm assuming you're buying 100. How many? You're probably buying.
I think about like 100 cards or so, something like that.
Yeah. don't go into your Shutterfly account. Do your wife a favor. Just let her keep doing it.
I'm gonna ask her tonight. I'm just gonna be like, hey, by the way, how much was our Christmas card? What does that run us?
I'm gonna give you a fact. Our cards, for anybody who does these things, I do our card every year. So for everybody out there who thinks their wives are doing it, this is some hidden cash here. It's expensive because stamps alone are like $150. We do
Stamps I bought. Well, no, the stamps actually weren't that much money.
It's $20. Stamps.
I think it came out to like $60 for the stamps.
Then you only did. No, Candy, no. There's 20 stamps.
Maybe we had stamps already, and I only had to buy the
Correct.
stamps that we needed.
Yeah, so stamps are pricey, but I would say we did about 125 cards, just the back and front, but we did color on both sides, on just two sides, and we did do the address automatically on the back because I didn't want to do stickers, and I feel like I probably paid with a Thanksgiving Tiny Prince discount code. Maybe it was like 200 or 250, but it was originally like 400. I'm gonna say your card is going to probably be in the 500 plus range.
So I'm going to tell her that I returned the gift that she wanted me to return, and Christmas cards are now her gift.
Say that it's a healthy card. I mean, it's
It
multi-level.
was my idea to put the pets on the back.
It's brilliant. No, it's a brilliant
And I
card.
would have just put the dog, but the kids are like, you have to put the fish. I have no idea how the fish is still fucking alive. It's been like 2 years. This fish is still kicking. It's a goldfish.
And so, number one, Danny, you will have to show this card on Instagram for people.
I'll post it.
Number two, what I think is also brilliant about it is because yes, there's always the hidden cash or the hidden cost of the photo set for it. But the other thing that's brilliant is, and what I would argue is you guys also spend money in the costuming. Your kids had matching, like it felt like 3-piece suits.
Yeah, so well, they're wearing that. Like if you know me, I wear like those ridiculous Christmas suits. We're all wearing it on Christmas Eve, so it's double use they get out of it.
The W's, but they're still, that's an investment.
Yeah, you're right.
We went on ours. We went to the closets on our Christmas card. We did a photo shoot. There's a fundraiser at the school, and it's still low cost. It's not expensive, and so we always do in like October. And Emily was the fashion stylist for the shoot, so she was able to pick out. I actually wanted us to do tie dye.
Ooh,
I lost my request. And
I'm shocked. I thought you loved that.
No, she did, but we just did. She didn't like. She couldn't find the shirt that she wanted to do, so we tried to do a matching. She tried to match stylistically Lisa, and then she dressed Shane, and then I had to match Shane.
Moral of the story is whoever puts the things together, it ain't our decisions. It's going to be either the kids' decisions or your wife's decision. You're just going to be paying for it.
Well, no, so
Christmas cards. If you do Christmas cards, holiday cards.
If it was up to my wife, you know how many people would have got a holiday card? No one.
Really?
Oh yeah, Elise she's the last person who wants to spend. I come up with the theme. I pick the photo. I do all the wording on it. It is we would never have a card, but it is because I look at it as a promotional tool. And so therefore, on the back of our card, which I have to say, Danny, was not mentioned on yours.
Did you put the QR code?
No, I broke out it, but I did do it. You have to read the back. Our card, you should be getting any day now.
We might have got Mary Jane opens them all. I don't.
Well, you have to read the back.
Even if it says Mr. and Mrs. Danny McCartney, I hand it to her.
We say the McCartney
Figure it out.
But no, I did a shout out. The thing I did that was funny is on the back of our card, I tried to do like quotes heard at the Dunleavy house.
So I should have put the fucking QR code. That would have been awesome.
It would have been that would have been amazing. But I did things like my quote I think was, because I don't have the card in front of me. I think my quote was, everybody would know how my life is doing if they listen to the Dad's Hard podcast on a weekly basis, available on all platforms.
That's smart.
Whereas everybody else, like Shane's quote was like, overheard by Shane was like, can I have more V-Bucks? No, I'm hungry. Where's my snack? I need more ice cream. It was like all the crap that he says all the time.
Sounds about right.
So, but it was fun. So it was cute. So anyway, so I give a shout out to your cards. They're slowly coming in. It's December 11th-ish.
Well, that's what happens with the short
weird time of year
between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like it snuck up on us. Usually we have ours ready to go Thanksgiving weekend, but it was a late Thanksgiving, and COVID got the best of us, I guess.
I think next week, what I've been feeling like between people asking me for my address and everything, I think next week we're all going to be inundated by the post office with packages and Christmas and holiday.
Yeah.
Christmas
and fucking work.
And because everybody's
trying to get everything done
the week after.
go on a 3-week vacation.
Well, so weirdly enough, and I do think this is how 2020 is. We've been talking about the holidays. I'm a little sad this year that Christmas and New Year's, we're not going anywhere. Like part of me feels like they're coming up, and people are like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I just think I'm working because it's just like another week. Like there's nothing. It's like I just feel like we've been in our house. I have no sense of space and time anymore.
We're gonna get down to the shore for New Year's Eve because it's also our anniversary. So we'll do like dinner, and I love getting down to the shore in the winter. If anyone has a place or can go to the shore, it's the best in the winter.
Well, Danny, why don't you post your address and we'll have a super spreader event at your.
Hey, let's do it. Bring BYOM. Bring your own mask.
It's very Jersey of you to have a. You should actually be planning a super spreader event.
No super spreader events for us. It's just gonna be us four, and the dog. Leaving the fish at home. But yeah, so
to dry up.
That's the extent of our travel.
I'm saying, but like why not just? I mean, the only reason why I don't want to work is because the kids are off from school and now I have to deal with that 24 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna take like a day or two so I can like not look at emails and actually enjoy the kids being at home.
Correct.
But outside of that, yeah, I think I'm just working.
It's a very strange. I mean, I think that's overall. I think going into 2021, I'm optimistic.
That's been the last 9 months. It's like it's weird. What am I doing this weekend? I guess staying inside.
I know. What to that point, Danny? I don't think I told you. Oh, this is a new question just popped in my head. What do you think, as from a dad point of view in this past year? What are you sort of most? I guess I have to think about this. What I'm probably most surprised about how I reacted to COVID, because if you think about like if I would have told you a pandemic's coming and you thought, okay, well, a pandemic comes, this is how I'm gonna act. How do you think your response over the last 9 months is sort of different than how you maybe thought it would have been?
I had a very interesting like stage of whatever it is, denial, depression, whatever that those stages are. I started this like trying to be hyper informed and like, okay, we're going to nip this in the bud. It's going to be 2 weeks, but I think it'll probably be more like a month and a half. And then it's going to go away. And if everyone's going to follow the rules, I was very positive and we'll get through this, whatever. And then I started getting like sad, like I'm stuck in my house. Like I can't really go to work, can't go on vacations, can't do this, that. And I was like sad for a little bit. And then I started getting like angry. And then I started getting like conspiracy theorist. You know what I mean? And now it's like, it depends on like the hour of the day. Any one of those feelings pops into my head.
You literally live. What's the Pixar movie with the 5 emotions?
Inside Out.
It's like
they're all fighting for the button.
Yes, and that they should do an Inside Out COVID edition and like what it would be like to be an adult.
And that's how I'm dealing with it. Sometimes I'm still sad about it, like something will pop in my head. Sometimes I'm livid. Sometimes I'm like, well, I guess this is life now. So how can I move forward best? And sometimes I'm like, you know what? I think next week everything's going to go back to normal.
No, I 100% agree. There are times where I'm like, let's wear masks. Or other times I'm like, you know what? I don't care. Bring it on, COVID. I don't get it.
Well, and then I'm like, well, I have the antibodies, so I'm pretty sure that's fine.
Yeah. It is a weird.
Sometimes I want to take the vaccine. Sometimes I'm totally against it.
Yeah, I actually thought I thought going into it, I'd be more either nervous or organized about the whole thing. And I think I realized I was like, it became so overwhelming. I just didn't care anymore. I think
to a degree going into it, I had like, I'm sure you remember, like, what was it, 2-3 years ago, maybe more, maybe it was like 5 or 6, when there was the Ebola outbreak.
Yeah.
And no one really cared. Everyone just moved on with their lives. And then after a couple of weeks, it just went away. Yeah. To a degree, I was like, I think it's going to be exactly like that. I think we're blowing it out of proportion and we'll see. It'll just go away. So for a while, like that was my mindset. And I was like, guys, I literally would say like, guys, remember Ebola? That just went away. Why isn't this going away?
So when I'm watching reality TV and they have these shows that they were filming during that time, I look at the people who are like, it's never going to come here. And I'm like, this person, the worst time to be on a reality show, being taped January through March when people are hearing what you're saying about, because we were doing it. We were all like, COVID's nothing. It's from China. And now it's like, we're like, what did we get ourselves into?
So here's like my thing. Like, I'm a big Challenge fan, MTV The Challenge.
Oh yeah. The
So
set, by the way, this new season, that house looks phenomenal.
so they just started. I watched it the other day. They had to have filmed that during the summer. Like it had to have been filmed during COVID, no?
I would assume they probably all had COVID tests. Yes, it was probably
And
filmed.
then they were like, "You're staying in the house and you're not going to see anyone, so we'll be good."
Yeah, they actually would have to be done in the summer because everything was closed down.
Yeah,
like June.
and they probably filmed it within a month.
Yeah, the better way to time check that show is to figure out if there's any other reality stars on it from a show like you, because now there's so much crossover
With Big Brother and
it
Survivor.
had to be after because that person was on the last season and that's how they got to the
Well, so the last season of the challenge ran at the start of quarantine.
yeah.
Like it ran in like March and April and May, so it had to have filmed after that. Like
It had, you're 100%.
I don't know.
Well, listen, I think everybody, thank you. Danny and I cannot thank you. Well, hopefully we're going to do one more episode.
Yeah, let's try to get one in before the new year.
This is not going to be you're hearing from us now. You will hear from us again. So we're not going to give you our New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, no. This is a Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus episode.
It is, listen, we are still alive. We're out there and we are so grateful for everybody sticking with us through our journeys.
That's you guys are the Christmas gift to us.
Really are. It's phenomenal.
That's pretty good.
That's just the gift that keeps on giving when we log on and we see somebody actually listen to us.
Like
that's all we can ask.
We know we are the gift to you, but we just want to let you know that you are the gift to us.
And one episode, we're going to do an unwrapping party, and Danny and I will unwrap ourselves as a present to all of our female fans.
I was like, where's he going with this? We'll put out the Dad So Hard calendar.
Hey, I've been working out. As I got like a medium shirt on. I've decided one day a week I'm going to wear a really tight shirt to remind me to not.
Today is that day.
Today's that day. I wanted to not. It's like, but it reminds me like, okay, I'm going to have lunch. I'm uncomfortable. It's like it fits just enough.
Yeah.
I like loose stuff. So,
right. It's like wearing sweatpants to Thanksgiving. Like you wear jeans and it's like, I can't eat as much as I thought I would.
Correct, but that's anything to help control the intake. All right, listen, everybody. Thank you again. We love you.
Thanks for listening.